I got in the wagon.
Oh, Pa.
Where's Albert?
In the barn.
Okay. Hey, Albert. Come on out here. Come on, take a look at what I got in the back of the wagon.
Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it sure is. Look at those eyes.
I got him for you, Albert.
For me?
That's right. Said you wanted to be a farmer, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did.
There's a lot more to farming than just raising crops. Got to learn about livestock, too. You're gonna raise this young'un.
You hear that, Laura? I could raise him. Yeah, I heard.
Think you can handle it?
Oh, you bet I can. Don't worry, Mr. Ingalls. I'll raise you a cow to be proud of.
First lesson, Albert. Male calves very rarely grow up to be cows.
Oh, yeah. Then I won't expect it to give much milk.
No, I'm afraid not. All right, you get him untied and watered. I'll fix up a stall in the barn.
Okay. Mr. Ingalls?
Yeah?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What are we gonna name him? Let's see. I'll call him Fagin. What? From a book I read once. Oh, you mean Oliver Twist? Uh-huh. I liked it. I sure wouldn't have picked that name. But, like you said, it's my calf. Hello, Fagin.
You know, as young as that calf is, I can tell he's got some good blood in his background.
I still don't understand, Charles. I mean, if it were a heifer, we could use the milk. But you're no cattle breeder.
You remember those pickles and preserves you entered in the Brown County Fair over in Sleepy Eye?
Well, I still have the ribbon I won.
No reason Albert can't do just as well with a calf. Same time, he could learn a lot about livestock.
I did like you said, Mr. Ingalls. I gave Fagin plenty of hay and a mixture of grain and corn.
Fagin?
Yeah, that's his name.
It was his idea, not mine.
Well, I can change it.
No, it's not the name that bothers me. I just don't want you to get too attached to him, that's all. You know, when that Sleepy Eye Fair rolls around, he's going to bring a pretty good price at auction.
We're going to enter him in a fair?
Not we, you. You're the one that's raised him. Do a good job, you just might win a prize.
There's prizes?
You're darn right there's prizes.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Ingalls. Fagin will win. I'm going to make sure he has enough grain.
Supper's almost ready.
I better go with him. Otherwise, he'll spend the whole night out in the barn.
Pa, I forgot to show you. I got an A on my English test.
I knew you could do it. Why don't you clean up the table? Almost time for supper.
Was the only A in the class.
You know, the minute I set eyes on that animal, I thought of Albert.
Mm-hmm.
I was right, too. I never have seen a young'un take to an animal like that in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Guess they're just meant for each other.
Well, that happens all the time.
What happens all the time?
Oh, love at first sight. Instant attraction. That sort of thing.
Well, you got anybody in mind?
It all depends.
On what?
Well, it takes two, you know.
All right, Carolyn. I'll get you a calf tomorrow.
All right, everyone in your seats. In your seats this minute. Denzel. Willie, sit down. Denzel, sit. Laura, will you help me pass out these papers, please?
Yes.
Now, this semester we're going to study English history, so the first thing we have to learn is the order of the accession to the throne.
The what?
She's talking about the line of kings and queens that ruled the country.
You mean they have to stand in line?
You are so dumb.
Thank you, Laura. The paper you have is the list of the royal monarchs. They were all related in some way or another. And we all know a little bit about our family tree, but usually not in such detail. Who knows who the ruler of Great Britain is today? Yes, Laura?
Queen Victoria.
That's right. She's a widow now, but her husband Albert and her had 9 children before he died.
Named after a king, are you, boy?
He wasn't a king, he was a consort.
Our Albert ain't no prince either. Nobody knows what he is.
Denzel, do you have something you'd like to add to the lesson?
No, ma'am.
Then perhaps we can continue? Okay, we'll begin in the 11th century with King Edward the Confessor. Who's heard of the Battle of Hastings? Yes, Willie?
My mom and pa fought it last night at supper.
Willie, stand in the corner.
Hey, I get to walk behind Prince Albert.
Don't pay any attention to him. You know, Fagin's gonna have to get a lot of exercise, otherwise all he's gonna do is eat and get fat.
Maybe we could take him for a walk before supper.
Well, I have some chores to do, but you can go ahead if you want to.
If he's Prince Albert, maybe Laura's Sleeping Beauty. Your pa said Fagin's father was a purebred Hereford. That's good, isn't it? Who's your father, Albert?
None of your business, Denzel Macaulay.
You don't know who he is any more than he does, Miss High and Mighty Ingalls. Shut up, Denzel. There's a name for kids like you. Except my pa'd wash my mouth out with soap if I said it.
Leave him alone!
You gonna fight his battles for him, too?
Punch him, Albert! Punch him! Mama, Albert's got a bloody nose!
Albert, my goodness, what happened? Charles?
He was defending my honor.
A fight? Oh, you look terrible. Are you all right?
What's going on? What in the world happened to you, boy?
I'm sorry, sir.
It was that Denzel Macaulay. He was saying
I
things...
had to hit him, sir. Well, Laura might have been hurt.
You went round with that big Macaulay boy?
He sure did, and he beat him, too.
I'll be darned.
Charles, he was in a fight. He could have been seriously injured.
You're right.
But he saved me.
Now, there you see. He didn't have any choice. You know what that Denzel's like.
He took a hold of my arms, and he was shaking me
That'll
like
do,
this.
Laura. Come on, Albert, let's get you cleaned up.
Right now, ma'am? I mean, Laura and me haven't even seen Fagin yet.
It looks a lot worse than it is. I'll watch the boy out in the barn. Come on,